Hello there. Hello. How are you doing? How is life going for you? Is everything going according to your grand plans for yourself? Or perhaps you're facing some mishaps along the way? Well, no matter. I'm sure that everything is going to work out in the end. But what? Hey, are you feeling alright? You seem a bit off. I don't know, like mesmerized with something. Like in some kind of trance. I think it might be because of what you're watching right now. So intently, with so much attention. These beautiful, vivid colors, those peculiar shapes and lines, these intricate movements, they just draw you in like a magnet, pulling you inside of them. But you're right, this is so soothing, so relaxing. I feel so light, almost like a feather, like I'm flying into a bunch of big, fluffy clouds. It's so calm up here. It's so calm. My eyes, they feel so heavy. I can't keep them open anymore. That is a kaleidoscope's visualization effect. A kaleidoscope, such a peculiar object. It's an optical instrument with two or more reflective surfaces, tilted at an angle to represent part of a visual object. When this object is set in motion, a repeated reflection is observable, as a regular, symmetrical pattern when viewed from the other end. The tube contains mirrors and a cell at end, containing loose, colored pieces of glass or other transparent materials that reflect in the pattern view. The rotation of this tube causes the movement of the materials, projecting an ever-changing image under the influence of the incident light at the end of the tube. But who invented the kaleidoscope? In 1814, Sir David Brewster conducted experiments on light polarization by successive reflections between glass plates. He noticed a circular arrangement of images from a candle around the center point. The display multiplied towards the ends of the glass plates. After that incident, Brewster began using pieces of colored glass and other irregular objects in his experiments. He developed a version in which some objects and pieces of glass could move when the tube was rotated. The final step, considered by Brewster to be the decisive one, was to place the reflective panes in a draw tube with a hollow lens. In this way, surrounding objects were clearly displayed in the reflected pattern. Brewster expected his instrument to become of great value not only for entertainment purposes, but also for decorative arts. For this reason, he decided to apply for a patent for his invention. The 1817 patent with number 4136 was named for a new optical instrument called the kaleidoscope for exhibiting and creating beautiful forms and patterns of great use in all the ornamental arts. That name he gave his patent, kaleidoscope, was actually pretty interesting. You see, the name kaleidoscope is derived from the ancient Greek words kalos, beautiful, beauty, eidos, that which is seen, form, shape, and skopeo, to view, examine, hence observation of beautiful forms. The name was first published in the patent granted on July 10, 1817. Yet Brewster's invention is not the only one of its kind, and certainly not the first. Multiple reflections by two or more reflective surfaces have been known since ancient times and were already described by Giambattista della Porta in 1589. Also, that special visual effect that the kaleidoscope produces, it looks pretty impressive. Its visual results are so-called fractals, or infinite symmetrical repetitions of patterns. The predictable moving patterns of mandalas have a particularly soothing effect on the brain, and especially when the patterns have warm colors, they can even arouse emotions. Just think of the effect of color therapy. In particular, the predictable geometric patterns calm the brain and provide a visual distraction from the environment. When you look into the kaleidoscope, you thereby bypass the perceptual neural networks associated with stored known information in the brain. In other words, you don't associate what you see with familiar shapes, such as your pet, a table, or your partner's face. By gazing into a kaleidoscope, you bypass the neocortex, in effect your memory card, and open the door to the unknown. The conscious mind is shut down in this process, the longer you stare into the kaleidoscope. The brainwaves slow down from beta to alpha and then theta. That is, you're in the state able to make direct contact with your subconscious mind. And that's why, right now, you are in a trance in a low alpha-theta state, making you have a higher suggestibility. With the mystical images in the kaleidoscope, you can train and program your brain for a mystical experience. Besides that, you can also meditate easily, become hypnotized, and reprogram your subconscious through autosuggestion. So, when you stare into the kaleidoscope for a long time, you will find that your eyes become tired. Now, it's important to even further tire your eyes. Then, you will notice that your eyes will close by themselves. On the inside of your eyes, you will see the patterns moving forward, a sign that you have indeed reached a slightly hypnotic state. So how about now? Do you still not see these patterns on the inside of your eyes? Then stare into the kaleidoscope a little longer. I'm sure that you'll soon feel its effects draw you in. So just sit back and relax. Clear up your mind and travel into the mystical unknown, into the furthest depths of your subconscious, and let the kaleidoscope unlock your hidden self, the one you never knew existed. So, how did it go? Did it work out for you? How do you feel now? Any different from before? It's crazy that just a simple visual representation of symmetrical patterns and vivid colors can have these many special effects to us. But then again, the kaleidoscope's visualization effect is a form of art, so it makes sense when you think about it. After all, art in its many forms can invoke loads of different emotions to us, sometimes good and others bad ones. Pretty interesting, though, don't you think? If you enjoyed this video or learned something new from it, drop a like, comment your thoughts about it down below. Hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon so that you don't miss anything that we uncover in the future. As for me, I gotta leave you now, but I'll see you again next time.